Hey, what's going on? Next level Nick here, Scuffed ass recording. I'm gonna go over some stinger transitions, some basic stuff with OBS. So something you need here first is to find the stinger transition you want. You can find some free shit online, and you could use that. And I have a number of things there I got from I forgot where it was, but we can figure out where it's from right here. Where'd it go? Twitch, stinger transitions, and these are all from a certain website. Let's go with the arrow white. So we have several to choose from here. I currently have the red one, and here's how it looks when I go from scene to scene. Let's go with this one here. Hello, it's us. Anyways, so that's how that transition works. Now, how to get that right? So, first, what you need to do is you need to make sure you have the right effects already added to your OBS. You may need to download something. It may already come with something here where you could just add a stinger transition. You could click Add Stinger. From here, you can name it Stinger whatever you want. I'm just going to call it Stinger 2, just for simplicity's sake. Now, when you do that, here's what happens. This new window comes up. You click Browse, then you click on the arrow wipe you want to choose to work with. So let's say we want a blue one. So, how it looks now, we have the transition point, 0 milliseconds. All right. And audio monitoring, if you want to preview it, you're not going to hear anything, but you'll see it happen. And notice how earlier it was already showing B before the transition went. So some modifications you need to make. First off, if you want to hear it, you need to turn your monitor on. I recommend just using monitor only. If you have another audio setup that's a little more advanced, you might want to choose this one. But for simplicity's sake, this is to do right here. All right. So whenever you preview it, here's how it differs now. Now you can hear it. Okay. Now how to get it to go from not showing any part of that scene you're trying to transition into to actually what do you call it? It's okay. Let me start over. It's showing the scene that you want to transition into. As the transition is happening, you need the scenes to actually switch over at later though. So right now, it shows A as soon as the transition is occurring, which is something we don't want when going from B. Now, if we want to go from A to B, what we could do is increase the amount of milliseconds that is the transition point. So let's try this now. Okay, we still saw some B in that initial part of the transition. Let's try to go up another 500 milliseconds. So 1,000 milliseconds. There was still a little bit of green, a little bit of B's seen during that transition. So we're going to up it by another 100 milliseconds. See if that makes a difference. I think that was clean enough just to be safe. I think we could do another 100 milliseconds. And there you go. We should have the perfect configuration set up for this transition. With every transition or stinger transition file, the video file for it, it's going to be different. But typically anywhere between 1 second to 3 seconds. And each second is 1,000 milliseconds. So work with it. Just play with it however you can until you see it perfectly transition the way you want it to, going from A to B. When you're done, hit OK. And test that baby out. Looks good. Alright. And that's basics for stinger transitions in OBS Studio. It's the same rules should apply across other broadcasting software, so just play around with it. Have fun with it.